Lanjut. Quest bentar doang, guys.
Here we go. Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go! Think you can get away? I'll protect us. Time for takeoff. Oz reveal by... you can get away? Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra Abyssos.
Oh, I'm looking.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked. Let's play!
Time for retribution!
Treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand? Why is he in that position? That's... Why? And the statue's hands. But this statue... Paimon has a hand. The Grand Thief... Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here. Ah! We can't stay here! Quick, run!
There can be no excuse for defeat.
You have come here. You have seen as a herald.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. The Abyss is unstoppable.
What is this power? Pirates never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
Cool it! Dodge this!
Let's play. Let's dance.
Cool it! Freeze! Burn!
I see. In that case, I shall...
Such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had... Huh? What is it? What are you thinking? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now.
So, we meet again.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something. Could it be that you encountered...
Huh? How did you...
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you... An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with a...
And then, as we got close to the end, we fought a big bad...
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed.
Let's go!
Cool it! Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
Time for takeoff.
Time for retribution! Dodge this!
Those abyss mages just...
No. They were just
Oh, is that so? Looking for chaos devices,
They wouldn't be In fact, I was near... They seemed to be searching the remains. However, they looked disappointed.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and...
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards... But I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire... One cannot discover the truth behind it, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else. All right, we shouldn't waste too much...
Is that all you've got? Oh, so sorry. Cool, don't push your luck.
Come on, we can do it! Yahoo!
Dodge this.
Wouldn't gliding think you can get away?
Verdict is... Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
My flame!
Ready, steady, go! Wow! Besides the abyss, seems where...
There are no coincidences in the world, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time, forget it. Just some... The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by... Rather, they are both branches that...
Branches?
Both originate from an ancient...
Huh? Really? Oh. Oh! Right. As your gut... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed by...
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khanria you saw, What was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your
it seems your sister woke up first.
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Kanria plunged the whole world into chaos. And that
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
that destruction you witnessed, that's... It seems the first time you awoke in this world was in
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she...
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know it. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have before going to Mondstadt. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Oh yeah, you can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go?
I probably know more about Kanria than both of you. Kanria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented...
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Kanria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed. Like a
How could that be? The history books don't say anything.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss... Let's keep moving. I will tell you...
Let the show begin. Over there! It's more... Dane was just saying how these... So, did Conria...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have... These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Kanria.
Field Tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of... The land is not to be tilled with farming to...
Faflor was stealing...
After the destruction of Kanria, they wandered aimless, perhaps resonating with the soul.
That sounds... so sad.
Once you understand more, those details will... But no matter their past, all the...
Let's dance.
Think you can get away?
Cool it! This heart will be frozen in time. Genshin!
La 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 la. I'll protect us.
Freeze! Ha!
Hi. Oh no! Hi.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Let's dance.
Time for takeoff.
Ha! Ha! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Burn! Ha! Ha!
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would... Perhaps it really does contain information.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory...
What? Is that what it said?
Loom of Fate, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a lot. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or...
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it lit from the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting? Those eerie ruins are super likely to be related. So, Dane, what message does...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin. And I also know of though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting a...
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark...
No. From the contents of the talisman, they won't just corrupt Osile's mind.
Is that... So wait! The Abyss Order wants to make some...
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held...
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon!
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to...
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure is... Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to...
The cathedral.
Huh? What's...
Nothing.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral, and actually, the Animo Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter.
Huh?
You are the honorary Knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as when a non-believer steps onto holy ground, I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that.
Okay, then we'll just go in our...
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin. Also, meddling in the affairs of...
Honorary Knight. Huh? But I should first make it.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just a... Oh, we're here to ask some questions about... Of course you wouldn't know anything about that!
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night, with nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called... Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other...
The Tyrant's final few...
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt many, many years ago. There was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached.
Balls of fire raining from the sky.
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storm. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. Right. Later, the theory perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can never get used to...
Oh, Rosario!
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters.
Those
monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with...
But you're also a member of the clerk.
Right. We'll go give...
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the animal... Let the show begin.
I see. This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do this?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting this...
Go, Barbara, go!
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Think you can get away?
Freeze!
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah.
I'm...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't... Besides, you're the one people like. I'm... less... There's nothing special about God. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them, even if the god in question is your...
Don't trust them and don't...
Lest I repeat the failings, I will tell you what.
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nation's well, Enough chit-chat. We should get back to business.
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against at the Rite of Dissension and Liyue. Your decision was very similar to what Dane... Not...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not... Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went...
Regardless, whether the reason... Honorary Knight, please go and check this God's spirit. Okay, be careful.
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss here...
You, not welcome here!
So, you claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled. If you serve us, we can restore...
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks... Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Devalin?
Wolves never surrender! But
No matter how many times...
Let the show begin. Oh,
cool it! Oh, so sorry. Verdict is... Freeze!
Let's play!
Cool it!
Brace yourselves! Yeah!
let's dance.
Dodge this!
Time for takeoff. Here we go!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Burn!
Resistance is futile. The end is...
I'll protect us.
Dodge this!
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
Cool it! Verdict is... Freeze!
Let's play!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Time for takeoff.
Freeze!
The end is nigh.
Time for retribution! Cool it!
Yahoo!
The ceremony. How does an old spirit have No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable.
It disappeared.
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. But still...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. I, too, didn't see.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had...
Thank you. In the future, my claws, you smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's note, besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask. Excuse us, Mr. Wolfgog.
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It entered into my proving ground by accident, but it could not think. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have...
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs.
Fireballs? Hey, anyway, this pretty much... It sounds like the first, but in this story, it was...
Don't know.
Yes, you were a big We need to keep investigating something...
Yes, I smell. You too.
Well, there was some good intel. Dang, there you are!
I saw her, but purposely, as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master. If I'm not careful. But back to the matter at hand. I defeat... I see. Well then, we can more or less figure...
Huh? Really?
That information combined, for example, the old... Exactly. The strange story...
Ah, Paimon gets it! So the Tyrant's final fury was after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin...
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
This is it, right? Okay then. Ooh, so... Huh? No. What's...
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not... Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's...
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celeste. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hand. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Oh,
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it,
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! Well, good thing we didn't tell
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, I'll make sure it doesn't get away this.
Let the show begin. So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go! And remember to be on your guard. Yahoo!
Looks like an eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dane. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps for... Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both dangerous.
It is your words that forever reek. Time to silence!
Dance!
Dodge this!
Here we go.
Freeze!
Let's play.
What's the hurry?
Ouchie! I don't know! I'll protect us. Yeah.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Don't worry about me.
Brace yourself. Think you can get away?
Freeze!
All life will perish. Annihilate.
Time for retribution! Oh, so sorry. Dodge. What's the hurry?
Let's play!
Ha!
Resistance is futile. The end is nigh.
Cool it!
Time for takeoff.
Ha! Ha! Freeze! Burn!
The end will come.
Go, Barbara, go!
Dodge this! Ha! Ha!
The end is
Here we go!
Ha! Freeze! Ha!
surge. Tide.
Dodge this!
The world will fall.
Ha! Cool it!
Ready, steady, go!
Tide.
Don't get frostbite! Ha! Freeze!
Think you can get away?
The end
Let's play!
is nigh.
Cool it!
The abyss. Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She's your sister?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your sister? No.
Lumine.
What's going on?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years, a curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy. Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes. Of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right! By the way, what they said just now— oh! First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister— it seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest-ranking leader in the organization. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago! But he didn't turn into— so that's why your sister said that Dane is her— but if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with— also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, then we can't let ourselves get down. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, come on, traveler, let's go.
I didn't know you were such a... Behold, the...
By royal decree,
I'll protect us.
I summon the...
Time for takeoff.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Brace yourselves.
Shadow Raven, let night fall! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Let the show be... Think you can get away? By royal decree! Let's play! I'll protect us. Time for takeoff.
Another test. So fury. Time for retribution.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Let the show begin. Think you can get away? Oz, reveal thyself! I'll protect us. Time for takeoff. Midnight Phantasmagoria!
No rest for the wicked.
Yahoo! Yeah. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Here we go!
Verdict is...
Think you can get away? Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
No rest for the...
Let's dance. Time for takeoff. Let's play. By royal decree. I summon thee.
Midnight...
Yahoo!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Are you okay? Well, Paimon believes in, and when the going gets tough, she said we needed to reach the end of our, and we won't find out what this jerk. Don't mention it, partner. Travel, although, oh, you mean the god that took your sister away? You're right. After all, yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to, well, we've ruled out 2 gods, so, Huh? Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's Nezuko in Leo Harbor. Let's see what she... Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh. Hello. Oh, is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do...
Oh. So that...
Great! We came to the right
But the chance of success is...
Incredibly small. Then how did you get out of it?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for... I don't know, but to my surprise, my journey didn't... that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the god...
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and...
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8... One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information. But if you really are set on going, there is one...
The raft idea sounds a little...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have... Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range...
You're right! Paimon's sure Beto of all people will be... But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest.
Then there's no time to lose. Huh? Ha! Hoo! Brace yourselves. Yahoo! Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest.
pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay, then.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing it.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify.
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons, and with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament. Now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect—
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts—
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is Get this. It's a masterless—
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it'd be—
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell— As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting—
Inazuma? You?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
You just want him to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the—
What are we gonna do?
Great. Then let's get you signed.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is...
sign up. Let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighter. Hello, are you here?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Nobody wants to see.
Yeah, we heard a rule about.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Tsuhu. What? You? Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course.
But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Hi there, are you here for the crux?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skill. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near it. He's got to be a grand master or something. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you. And for example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is. But it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training...
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too...
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the...
Hey, youngster. Are you here for... If so, seems I found myself another...
So you're also here for the...
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champ. For me, obtaining a vision is the final... No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful bits. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, they very kindly made special arrangements. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really. Of course, I also put in a few good days You don't mince your words, do you? Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way...
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Leo? It's really him.
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament. Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, it's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon too! Put down
Whoa!
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever... Right, your registration is a great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the...
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win.
There's another prize, too? Oh.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top...
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision. Even though you don't have a vision, most people... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty. All right, it's showtime.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to... Good. Then please follow me.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Come on, let's go sign up. Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew. So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite...
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big, so come on.
All right. Let me think how to aptly... You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but, you know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was an... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top... Well, for one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you straight...
Huh? But we only...
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semi...
To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the... We're finally here, folks. The real show is about...
The captain seems to have high hopes. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well.
All right, that's enough.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you...
Relax, my guy...
Okay, follow...
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweat. Congratulations. I was beaten.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon, if you had a vision, you'd definitely be...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid, but mine, I lost interest eventually. You can't depend... I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that...
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses.
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar...
by the way, do you know...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. So don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find...
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the 3rd round.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable... I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically... Still, I'm sure he'll be no match...
There's still a long road ahead.
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took its... His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, I don't dare tell my master about this. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid...
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy...
Thanks,
We still haven't got any useful information.
You gave an outstanding performance. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but...
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have some... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battle. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to...
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, however, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious. Come with me. Some
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of them. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental... So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him it's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the Of course, I too shall share with you. Now then. You can oh, pay no attention to me. I would...
I'll protect us. Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Oh, it's revealed!
By royal decree.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Time for retribution!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond... Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponent. In other words, as long as you remain mine, please, save your thanks. If anything, the world is a truly mysterious place.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the god, and what influences the god's decision to... My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time.
She sounds less like an archon and more like a...
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But if you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return to get very well.
What? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance. Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax of the... We've seen many exciting Now, I'd like to introduce... He strikes fear into the... Wow! I'm sure everyone... But today's final As for our other
Come on, what could...
Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't...
Wait a moment. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on Traveler. Come...
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of... The culprit has only acted. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I consent.
I'll stay behind and explain the situation here. The spectators were all geared...
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Verdict is...
Wings of darkness!
Wind blade! No rest for the wicked.
You can't run from death.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
You caught up with me? How is that possible?
I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
the wind. What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled. Additionally, you're chosen. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed, stealth, and style.
You.
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing.
Aha! So you were.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then, after watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily since there was no use in trying to face you in the match. I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but Drat. This could... I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for...
Huh? You're not...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief.
Whoa! We don't need to go that.
I never would have If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll...
By royal let the show begin.
Time for retribution!
Just a temporary...
No! Do what you want, but
He has persevered to the bitter. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you... It's up to you.
No need for that.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you...
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, nothing... Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for From the moment he stole... I've tried many other methods, though few tales tell of a master... After seeing you command multiple elements, Come, why don't you give it a try? I see. So you are... No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I'd stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that...
Kazuha!
It's just another way. All right then. It's time we return. Allow me to gather the wind for...
Huh? Did Beta leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by... It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she...
It's not unusual.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champ.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent. He knew he stood no chance, in which case, the Crux...
Huh? So that... If that's the case, then...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like...
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes.
Yes, I believe so. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be... In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her...
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alp... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all...
Paimon believes you'll find...
Thank you. May but one final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most...
Capek guys, udahan dulu. Besok-besok lanjut Inazuma. Satu lagi nih. Makasih udah nonton guys. Thank you for watching.